Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. There are certain issues that people should look at very carefully, and they should write their top 10 points down in regards to those issues. Dating is one of them, and the economy is one of them. Hiring more police officers, that's another one. So when we look at my arguments in regards to wealth taxes and cost-effective spending, with lots of oversight, with unprecedented oversight, including volunteers in citizen committees, FBI oversight, hiring more FBI officers for more oversight and raising the penalty for mismanaging funds. They have no counter-argument for these things, but they refuse to do them. They oversimplify and say it's socialism, when there's a lot of confusion over what the term means. Historically, it meant simply raising taxes, but it also means a collective ownership of the means of production. Now, we see that we're in a situation where people are saying, hey, we need more social democracy. And people are saying, hey, that's socialism. It's not the same thing. Ma'am Danny, for example, has not recommended any plan that meets the criteria of socialism, not in terms of collective ownership. He hasn't said that everyone should give up their money, not that I'm aware of at least, to give up their money and let the government control the means of production. He hasn't said that people should give up their private property. Now, what has happened is that there are various organizations that argue that these things should occur. Just like the Klan argues that they should have like a Klan state or something. Most Republicans don't agree with them, just like most leftists don't agree with people who argue for collective ownership in that sense. So if you're going to argue that raising taxes makes one a socialist, then I suppose George H.W. Bush magically was a socialist, right? Because not only did he say that he wasn't going to raise taxes, and he ended up doing it, but it was a famous event, a famous process. He said, read my lips, no raising taxes, and he did just that. So was he a conservative capitalist? Or was he a socialist? So we see we have to make things clear. One thing that Charlie Kirk used to do, and I'm not a Charlie Kirk fan, mind you, but he used to say, let's agree on what the term means first. What does racism mean first? So you can be speaking the same language as they say. In that sense. So people should write down their top 10 points in regards to why there should be wealth taxes or why there shouldn't be. And they should think them through, and they should present them. And people should address it point by point. How should they address it? Point by point. In martial arts, there's something called point sparring, and points are made. When you're sort of mentally sparring on whether or not there should be wealth taxes with cost-effective spending, with tons of oversight, you should be going point by point. The issue is far too important for people not to speak effectively and directly, and for people not to organize their argument in this way.